Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ajna podcast. In our Getting Better series, we talk feelings. No good or bad feelings, just opportunities for a sharper awareness. An awareness of attitudes, emotions, mindsets, and beliefs. So, let's connect. Today, I want to talk about the stories we tell ourselves. We are all storytellers. Actually, all us humans have been telling stories since the dawn of civilization, sharing our own and listening to others. We all love to get lost in stories. I know I do. Through films, through theatre or books. We are drawn into the lives of characters, their heartbreaks, their thrills, and their talents. And in many ways, they reflect and mirror a part of ourselves to us. We see ourselves in them, and that is why they're so interesting. Even in our everyday lives, too, we make up, hair-raising stories all the time. Like, our child is out late and we are paranoid. Oh my God, what happened to her? Or a friend doesn't answer our call and we wonder, what could have happened? Don't they love us anymore? And even at work, the boss calls for us and we may instantly go, oh hell, what did I do wrong now? We're busy filling in the blanks, creating riveting, thrilling scripts. Stories are important. That is what I'm trying to say today, that they help us make sense of our world. But even as I say that, not all stories are positive narratives. Some are downright destructive, and they're even inaccurate. They damage our relationships and make us lonely. And we don't realize that these stories have created a foundation within us of our beliefs about ourselves. And it's through these negative messages, the lens with which we see ourselves becomes narrower and smaller and even distorted. We begin to see ourselves through this negativity, which isn't really true. And over the years, as a counselor, how many times I've heard these self-stories. When people say, I'm not a lovable person, or nothing will ever work out for me, or no one understands me. Times when I've heard people say, I don't try new things because I just know that I'll fail. These stories speak of hopelessness, of resentment, and I think just plain fear. And I think that this view of the world actually justifies to the people who are saying it that they are victimized. They are, that there's nothing they can do about the state that they're in. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but they certainly are identifying with this view at this time. And many times people also come and say, I don't want to feel like this. Help me not to feel. I'm anxious, or I'm sad, or I'm angry. Help me not to feel this way. I know that when we are all feeling like this, what we don't realize is that feeling is a part of being human. Yes, we are humans because we feel. What this feeling is really attempting to do is to move us towards accepting and growing from they're very, very useful. These feelings are. They're like a compass, actually. They help to guide us in certain directions. And what we really need to keep in mind is that if we cut off or mute this feeling because it's painful, we even mute the joy and the happiness that life can bring. So, in my work as a counselor, I help to edit the stories people tell themselves. And what the real story is underneath the stories that they're constantly telling themselves. It is then that they start to broaden the possibilities of their life. Now, I'm saying that if the story is not enhancing your life, you need to change the narrative. So ask yourself, what story do you live every day? I'm not talking of the public stories, the public faces, the public masks we all wear. But what inner record is playing inside of me? What have I resigned to inside of me? Have I resigned to being this kind of person or that kind of person? A fat person, an unhealthy person, a lonely or a stupid or an addictive person? And where did all this start anyway? Of course, it started in the past. These are past scripts we live even today. And that is the sad part. That we let this past story rule our lives today. These old scripts won't allow us to move. They talk us out of so many opportunities, it's really unbelievable. So when your story isn't working for you, it's not moving you towards better, you write another script. You can. The point is to ask ourselves, how can we develop the story? How can we change the story to a new one? And that means retraining our brain to move beyond old messages. First of all, accept that it doesn't work anymore. Put your attention to what you want instead. Then make sure you do something towards that intention every day. Practice something that you have committed to do. Remind yourself that now you live from a different place than you used to. That person, that thing doesn't exist anymore. And no matter how many times I say it, persistence is the key. Yes, just show up and live the new message every day. And you'll find that it's already inherent inside you. It's become a part of you. It's become a part of yourselves.